Mixing should be fun, and I'm going to prove it to you with things that I've learned. Also, with science. A proven fact in science that's been recently discovered, so stick around to the end of the video. And, oh, before I forget, today's video is sponsored by Ampulla, a roughly spherical flask with 2 handles used in ancient Rome? No, Ampulla, the enlargement of the ducts from the liver and the pancreas where they enter the small intestine? No, Ampulla. Okay, this has to be it. A part of the inner ear that surrounds sensory receptors that are responsible for spatial awareness and pressure changes. No, Ampulla. They gave me a Bluetooth speaker, and it's actually going to help us with our mix. We'll talk about that later. Ampulla. Talking about your pancreas? I told you this was supposed to be fun. All right, let's get started. Number 1, low volume mixing. Mixing at low volume. This is very easy, and you don't have to spend any money on it. You just simply turn your volume down. And what that enables you to do is avoid ear fatigue, which is very important. When your ears get fatigued, they tighten up, and then you can't hear accurately, and you get confused, and you start making terrible choices. When you mix at a low volume, a conversational volume, like when someone is next to you and you're talking to them, you're not going to be screaming at them. Listen to my music, it's so good, listen to the beat drop, oh! No, you're gonna casually talk to them. Hey, check out this beat. Do you think it sounds good? How does the kick sound? How does the snare sound? Is the bass balanced well enough? Are the highs too crispy? Does it have a good stereo spread? See, our brain is a silly thing. When things get turned up, our brains go, ooh, that's cool, it sounds good, it's exciting because it's loud and there's all these molecules moving inside of my ears. And it plays a trick on us. So when you turn it down, the brain doesn't get so excited, and you're able to objectively listen to it and hear things that stick out. And that's what low volume mixing enables you to do. Now the next one is one of my most favorite, but it also gives me the most anxiety because it's where the rubber meets the road. Number 2, the car ride. You listen to music in your car. You know what sounds good and you know what sounds bad. Listening to your mix in your car gives you another space to listen to it. It takes you out of your shell, out of the studio, and it puts you in a real world environment where people would listen to music, and it allows you the ability to listen to it more casually, even though we tend to judge ourselves more when we're listening to our own music than other people's music. So when you're driving, enjoy your drive, chill out like you normally do when you're listening to music. Okay, maybe not so much when there's terrible traffic and you're experiencing road rage. Just take a nice cruise. That should help. Don't stress out and go, okay, I'm gonna listen to this mix now, and if it doesn't sound good, I'm gonna quit my music career because this happens every time I play my mix in my car. No. Calm down. Just cruise, baby. Take a look at the sights. Turn up the jams at a nice volume and listen to it. And if something sticks out that's bad, take note of it. And go, I don't like that. That sounded weird. That was a little off. And then when you get back into the studio, change it. And it'll get better. Moving on, number 3, the bad speaker test. I don't know if that's what the music industry calls it, but that's what I'm going to call it for the purposes of this video. It's easily accomplished. You get a bad set of speakers and listen to your music. It's simple as that. For me, I got the set of speakers from the thrift store several years ago. As you can tell, one of the cones is missing. But what this enables you to do is, instead of focusing on the tiny nuances and mixing the most subtle detail for hours on end and then realizing that it was all in vain, and then you have doubts and crippling depression sets in. You're able to take a step back and just listen to it overall and get a tonal perspective on your mix. Because if it sounds good on a pair of bad speakers, then it's gonna sound good more than likely on high quality speakers. Now, you don't have to do this on a bad pair of speakers per se, that's just the speakers that I have. You could use any of your favorite Bluetooth speakers, like the ones from today's sponsor, Ampulla. Thanks, Ampulla. Oh, and hey, if you want a pair of these, I'm doing a giveaway. I'll give you the details at the end, so stick around. The Ampulla Mini S Bluetooth speakers. Look at that, there's 2 of them. It's interesting because they both come with magnets on the back. Oh, yeah. Now, upon opening the boxes inside, you'll see that there's all kinds of strapper doodles and attachments that you can have magnetic fun with. I actually tested this out on my bicycle. Kind of. also quite curious with some of the other straps, and I got a little creative and had some fun with those too. See, look at that. Now, I wouldn't recommend like off-roading with these, but they definitely have a nice strong magnetic pull that's gonna keep them on there. Look at that, look at that, just look at that. It's good, it's good, it's good. I want you to come off. That's surprising. See, inertia, science. More on that later. My initial thoughts on it was that it was gimmicky. I didn't understand why there was two of them, and then I felt them, and there's a strong heaviness, weighty build quality to them, and then I turned them on, and that's when I was very convinced by the sound that they have, and they're just a nice, cool, innovative way to have a Bluetooth speaker that you can get creative with. Now, if you don't have a pair of speakers to reference your mix and you want to go romp around and have some magnetic fun, please check out the first link in the description. It helps me out when you use that link, and thank you to Ampulla for sponsoring this video. As we continue on, I hope you're seeing a trend that the point of many of these steps is to take you out of the technical mindset and into the listening mindset. A place that is enjoyable, a place where music resides, a place where the majority of people go to listen to music. They don't listen to music to go, yeah, around 2,000 hertz, it was just a little bit too much. I would have lowered it around 3 to 4 decibels. No, they want to feel the music. They want to connect to it. They want it to resonate with some internal thing that they're having. They want to have fun. They want to party. They want to shake the booty. They want to shake the booty. We're going to get to shaking the booty here soon, but for the next few, they're basically the same thing, but it's really just aligning yourself with that listening experience. Number 4, the EarPod Test. You just use EarPods because that's what people mainly listen to music on. That's why I explained all that before. Become the listener. Be one with the one that enjoys your music. And maybe you too can enjoy your music instead of hating it every time you listen to it if something is wrong. Number 6. Give me a sec. Open and close back headphones. Now this is similar to the other steps. It's just putting you into a different soundscape. These are the Sennheiser HD 280 Pros, and they're also great for recording vocals and tracking instruments because they're closed. They don't let the molecules wiggle on out. They stay inside of here. These are the AKG K240 Studio OpenBack headphones. OpenBack meaning that there's air vents basically that let the molecules wiggle on out so you can hear it externally. So not the best for recording, but when mixing, these are just far more comfortable. If you're in pain while you're mixing, you're probably not going to have fun. So comfort should not be understated. And like I said, you have a different soundscape because the molecules are wiggling in different ways than they are with these. You hear different things, allowing you to adjust your mix accordingly. So just get an overall feel for the song by experimenting with different listening environments. 6 and 7 aren't as exciting, but they're important to know and a little bit more technical. First, we have mixing in mono. You have the sounds over here on the left. You have the sounds over here on the right. When you mix in mono, it is one channel. So all the cool panning effects that make your ears go, whoa, where's the sound coming from, gets eliminated. So you focus on the balance of the frequency space being filled. Simply put, if you have a piano and a guitar and they're using or occupying the same frequency space, they may clash because there's only so much wiggling that can happen in that frequency space. Are you still with me? So mixing in mono eliminates the stereo spread and helps you focus on what's happening with the frequencies. And then when you go back to stereo, you could put something over here to the left and put something over here to the right, or whatever, get creative with your stereo imaging and not have to worry if those are clashing at all because you know they sound good in mono. Another reason why you want to check your mix in mono is because sometimes when people are listening to music, what they're playing that music back on is a mono device. It only has one speaker. So you want to make sure that there's no phase cancellation or weird imaging things that are happening. Go ahead and Google that to your heart's content. Like I said, that one's a little technical. Then the next one is reference tracks. I don't do this all that often, but I hear it talked about a lot and I know it helps people. Find a song that you like, that you enjoy, that you have fun listening to, that compares well to the song that you're working on, and just reference it. So you can listen to that and go, it's not sparkly enough. I need to make my track more sparkly. Or, ooh, there's not enough boom and bottom end, so I want to add some bass to my track, or turn up the bass. Finally, the last step has arrived. De ocho. The 8. Number 8. 8. Number 8. And that's just standing up, moving around, grooving, maybe dancing a little bit, shaking the booty. Why? Why must one shake the booty? Because if one is shaking the booty, one is also having fun. Oh yeah. Whoa! Okay, now that you've shaken the booty, let's talk about science. According to findings published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, listening to the music you love will make your brain release more dopamine. I told you we would prove my theories with science. I'm a crazy man, but there is truth to my words. In the scientific literature, there was a lack of direct evidence showing that dopamine function is causally related to music-evoked pleasure. Therefore, in this study, we wanted to investigate whether dopamine, which plays a major role in regulating pleasure experiences and motivation to engage in certain behaviors, plays a direct role in the experience of pleasure induced by music. That sounds like a great time, a pleasure induced by music. I will link this thorough article in the description, but let me just read the one thing that brings this all together. Listening to the music you love will make your brain release more dopamine, a crucial neurotransmitter for humans' emotional and cognitive function. Ooh, how's that for some science? Bam! Oh yes, the giveaway! If you want to win, possibly, one of the Ampulla Mini S Bluetooth speakers, go follow me on Instagram. Find these on my page. There will be a post that looks something like this that you're seeing right here, and then read the description. Details to follow, my friend. Just search Mnemonic and look for the orange hat. I'm Mnemonic. In closing, make swift decisions. Not fast. You're not in a hurry. But decide. Listen and choose what you want to do with the mix. Go with your flow. Trust your instinct and trust your ears. And please, have fun. Because science. Okay, where we go from here is up to you, my friend. If you want to learn more about mixing, check out this tutorial playlist right here. It's really good and not enough people have watched it. If you want to just have a good laugh, check out this video. Make sure you subscribe. And if you need a pair of Bluetooth speakers, check out the first link in the description. Once again, thank you to Ampulla for sponsoring this video. I love you, and I'm out.